Setting expectations for yourself as a competitor is really quite difficult. I think, especially if you've taken a good bit of time away from the stage, or if you're competing for the first time, and that's what I've really learned this year, because I kind of didn't know what to set myself as an expectation, and realistically I didn't have any expectations at all. But then when I was going through those shows and getting my placings, it was really hard for me to figure out how I actually felt about those placings. It was like, what does this placing actually mean to me? Am I happy with it? Am I unhappy with it? Even if you compare my last show at PCA, I came 5th. My first show at BNBF came 2nd. Am I happier with my showing at BNBF than I am at PCA? No, I'm actually not. I'm actually way happier with how I looked in my last show where I came 5th versus how I came in the first show where I came 2nd. And it's allowed me to realise that you obviously have a relationship with placings, and you want to do well, you want to win, of course you do. You want to be the best. That's the goal, is you want to be the best on the day. But I think you appreciate that's the goal, is you being at your best, and then hopefully at some point that will land you at being the best on that specific day as well. But you can't control placings, you can't predict placings. They fluctuate so much from show to show, especially if you're competing in a class like figure, bikini, men's physique class. I mean, the only one that's really a bit more predictable is bodybuilding, because the criteria is a bit more set in stone. But you can only work to be your best with your physique, with your muscle mass. Continue to improve that across the season. That's the expectation that you should set yourself, is be the best that you can possibly be and display that, because I realise that's what makes me happy when I come away from a show. If I can come away and I look at my shots and I'm I'm fucking really proud of that. I'm really proud of that physique that I put on stage, and I'm proud to see that that's improving. That's what matters. Rather than coming away and it's you could come away with first place trophy, but if you go home and you look at the pictures and you realise that you actually look worse than your last showing, or you don't look as good as you can be, then what does that mean, and what does that tell you about what competing and bodybuilding actually means to you as well? So I think that when you're setting expectations for yourself, your expectation should be to be the best that you can possibly be. That's it. Let the placings fall in line outside of that, because that's completely out of your control. No.